Hey, meat suits, it's me, the Immoral Oracle, and I am coming in with a special reading yet again. This reading is going to be 18 plus. Please, if you are younger than 18, click off now. Go. This is not for you. Thank you. I mean, it's perfectly normal to maybe have thoughts and feelings and whatnot in a body that's younger than that. But for legal purposes and in order to keep everything squeaky clean for myself on YouTube, please, I cannot say this enough. This is not for you if you're not 18. Okay, thank you. So, what we're doing today is we're going to be doing a reading with the Goddess of Love Tarot. This deck is gorgeous. As you can see here, I had to put some stickers on things. And you can maybe even get the idea of why I'm using this deck. It's because we're going to be doing a schmexual energy check. So this reading is going to basically be your next schmexual encounter. Okay. Having said that, before we get into this reading, I want to say some of the scenarios that I'm seeing in these cards are going to be a committed, sort of fulfilling dynamic where it involves two people, regardless of gender or sex. This deck is pretty much only the female form, but this reading could be for however you identify or don't identify, right? Um, it, ha- so it could be that. This could also be someone who's just looking to create, I guess, to manifest their next encounter, and they want that encounter to be loving and committed and loyal and like emotionally and mentally connected. This energy also could definitely lend itself to a situation where Stella or Steve are getting their groove back. Okay, so with all of that said, now that the children are gone, now that the kids have left the chat, okay, let's go. So under the deck, you got Queen of Swords. This energy in a Shmekshi reading is talking about the connection between the head and the heart. Okay, so this could be something like, well, first of all, I could very well be talking to somebody who kind of identifies as either sapiosexual or, oh gosh, the word just left me, or demisexual. There are different kinds of sexuality going on here, potentially with the Queen of Swords and the Queen of Cups coming through. But really what this is about when it talks about sexual energy is about that connection and that balance between the head and the heart. So this is about being clear about what you, the viewer, want, clear about wanting what it is that you see, if this is involving another person. And this is also a lot of why I got that Stella or Steven got their groove back energy, just because of the way she's like holding this sword up, like, aha, like, here we go. And because in the wisdom of the oracle, you got regeneration energy, and you also got butterfly, a change for the better. And there's butterflies here in under the deck in the Queen of Swords. Okay. There is something to this fantasy for most of you about whether it involves another person yet or not, about this being a loving and committed connection. And commitment can look different for everybody, right? Like people who are poly still have commitments, but I'm just saying in this particular fantasy or dynamic, that is present, and it's actually a big part of what is happening here sexually. So regeneration, first of all, this is like smoldering energy. Like this is smoldering energy down here. This is about something regrowing after it's about growing. Something's growing, guys. So this dynamic does probably involve quite a bit of laughter or just some kind of like a lot of communication probably. But regeneration energy is here to talk about this actually being an experience that is like almost repairing for many of you out there that are going to watch this. This experience is going to heal something that some previous experiences with, schmeck and love potentially have created. And this is also about the ember of possibility. Like there's so much potential here for things to grow and bloom and explode, if you will. But also, ember energy is really important in this because it's giving me almost like an edging energy in some of these cards. So that's going to be something for some of you. Okay, let's get in. Let me see. So also the Queen of Swords, when she first came in, I heard, "Get out of my dreams." I can't remember who sings that song. It's old, like 80s. I know that much, or maybe early 90s. "And into my car." So, maybe some of you have some fantasies about different places. With the Queen of Swords and the Ace of Swords here, there's definitely a high possibility for a lot of like mental activity to go on, whether that's mutually between the both of you or just like a lot of fantasy going on for you, the viewer. But with the Ace of Swords here and the Queen of Swords, there's also a dynamic of really being able to speak up about whatever this is for you. So let's move into Empress. All right. And what I got when I first looked at this card, what came through was there's a song by Jira Burns called Goddess. Um, Even though I feel like there's a lot of tenderness in this connection and in this type of sexual expression that's happening in this next encounter for you, I do, some people watching this are, and if it's not for you, don't take it. But Jira says in this song, "You don't gotta be gentle with me," right? And there's just a very slow and confident way that she's singing about what she wants. And with Ace of Swords here, there's, definitely expression of what you want, what you both want. There was also in that song coming through, she says, "Want you praying on your knees for me?" And I got not only from that line, looking at this card, like this encounter, this experience, this person, whatever, the whole package, whatever, is a dream come true for you. But it's also coming through like there may be some mild like worshiping going on, whether that be, the rod or the flower or both. Yeah, I got or both very clearly. Spirit was like probably mutual. Like, but it doesn't have to be. But there is definitely and that's more of that edging energy anyway, but there could be actual mild domination going on here. However, this is such a slow and sultry vibe that I do not feel that this connection is like hardcore BDSM. I don't think that this reading is for you. I guess it could be, right? Whatever. Let your freak flag fly. It's not to say that those kinds of connections can't be incredibly loving, but this is very much like it's very dreamy, I guess is the best way it's very slow. Like I didn't get very many songs or like sensations when these cards first came out of like going to like hard or whatever, like maybe towards climax, but definitely not for the duration. So this is a slow burn. This is like an edging energy. This is like being lost in ecstasy. God, the Empress coming out. This is Venus. This is the goddess of love, y'all. Love is all over this fucking reading. You're in love. If you're a solo person, like drawing this into your life, your fantasies, like what is really getting you going and getting you moisturized, if you know what I mean, or getting you full of blood, that's for an erection. That just to clarify. Well, you know what? I will not yuck your yum. But anyway, like whatever's getting this going is very incredibly like loyal heart. Like truth be told, see all these hearts everywhere, like wisdom, like this is my fish, okay? Like you know what I mean? Like that's really coming through here in this reading. And it's very sensual, it's very sexy, it's deep, and I'm loving that for you. Okay, But yeah, she's coming in here giving me this energy of like, I was getting some, oh, what's it called? Some energy of like ownership. I don't even know what you call that. Like some ownership stuff, like that's mine, like say my name, that kind of thing was definitely coming through. Playing games together because of all of this mental activity and like vocalizing. Like, I feel like somebody here really likes to be watched and the other person really likes to watch them. Take that as it is. With Ace of Swords here, it could be literally like watching your partner self pleasure or pleasuring each other or self pleasuring together. That could definitely be a vibe here. One of you may like to kind of dance and move around on the other person or for the other person. Like, I definitely got a lot of that. This is just heavy on the like really feeling close, really feeling slow. I'm not saying you can only be slow, but the next encounter is going to have some passion that goes deep. Like, this is a deep experience. The goddess of love is here, okay? And with Ace of Swords, and that, like, she's coming in. Ace of Swords is coming in to kind of talk about, well, first of all, it's incredibly phallic. This is talking about the fantasies. This is the, say my name. This is the, like, I want you to do this, not like that, like this. Like, this is very like open communication. And even just with Empress coming in the way that it did, even just almost innate communication. Like, there is a deep connection here that allows for you to see what your partner wants. They will tell you what they want. You will feel comfortable telling them what you want and speaking up, and maybe some dirty talk. Well, probably some dirty talk with Ace of Swords. I don't see, even though I see this as being passionate and deep and so sultry, I don't see it as one of those encounters that are like, I don't know if you've ever been with someone and you're like, what do you want? Like, they just are silent. You can't tell. Like, you're just like, oh, okay. No, this is a situation where you both feel very comfortable with your own bodies. Even if one message I got with regeneration and everything, even if there has been some changes to your body and this is like your first experience really like with those changes, the dynamic here is very comfortable. It's very loving. It's very like affirmative, and it's very fun. It's somehow lighthearted and deeply loving at the same time, and I'm here for it, y'all. Um with Ace of Swords, I do want to talk about the Empress and the Ace of Swords, and about this being like aces are always about like a brand new fertile opportunity with Empress coming in like that. And with regeneration here, we're talking about truly this is a pile that's likely not just a sexual experience, but really a change for the better in your life. Having said that, if you are manifesting, like I said, if this is just like a solo person, this is like really using this time while you're using all this rich fantasy life of like love and loving yourself and thinking about someone coming in and just loving you deeply, to also be exploring and healing maybe your own self. I'm getting the sense with regeneration and the whole like Stella got her groove back, that this is about understanding even what you like with Ace of Swords here, understanding what you even like. Maybe you're learning through this experience with yourself, or even, as a partner person, you're learning through this experience. You really are, about what you like, and you are liking it, because Queen of Cups, this is like the other goddess of love in this deck, you guys. Like, so when I say there's a lot of love in this relationship, but Queen of Cups is like with Queen of Swords here, are you kidding me? This is like knowing exactly like what you want and going for it. And if this is a partnered thing, both of you are like, you are each other's types. Like, even if it's a different body type than you normal, whatever it is, like there's emotionally and mentally, y'all each other's types, and it's going to make this fire. Okay. It's the balancing of the head and the heart. So there's just a lot of feeling of safety here. Okay. There's a lot of like truly like directing what you like. For this card, I heard there's a Dove Cameron song called Taste of You. And she says, we started buzzing, blood was rushing, but it wasn't only to my head. Right? That's very obvious what that's talking about. But the song is called Taste of You. And the fact that this rose was here, I do think that it's highly likely there's a propensity for oral on both sides in this situation. And that's going to be a fun part of this dynamic. But again, you just see all this water back here. Like this is going to be doing it for you. Okay. She says also in that song, to, pull her to the edge and she'll jump in. So that's more of that edging energy I was getting. Just like there, I just get a lot of teasing, a lot of playfulness, but like a lot of like really a lot of satisfaction. Okay, I don't know if that's multiples, like I think that's different for everybody, but she also talks in that song about like, she says, what am I supposed to do, sink my teeth in you? She's like, so maybe there's some, that's more of that, like, get on your knees, like biting, like, that can be here. There is something here for that. But she talks about she starves without it, right? So this is like, I need you. This is I need you energy. Like, I want you so fucking bad. That's what this energy is, okay? I also thought it was really interesting when I was looking at this card, there was an Artemis song that came through. If you think I'm pretty, put your hands on me. So that part is innocent enough. And there is definitely this like, watch me, look at me energy. Blood Nymph, watch me also came through, which gave me more of that game playing, like exhibitionism kind of energy, like watching and being watched with each other. But if you think I'm pretty, they're kind of going back and forth because the guy is saying, I thought you wanted love, but you really only want sex. And she's like not really saying one way or another. So I think that with the Ace of Swords coming in too, there is a little bit of a playfulness maybe that because this relationship is so safe, you might want to play a little bit like a whore or whatever, however you want to put that. Especially because Blood Nymph is a little bit about, watch me is about like basically working in a club or something like a strip club, right? So there may be a dynamic, but in general, the game playing was here heavy. Okay, heavy. So let's see. I actually don't. What are we? 18 minutes in? I think we're done. Like that is not how actually that might be how this goes. You might just hit a point where you're like, all right, I need a break. I need some water. I'm fucking sweating profusely or whatever it is, right? But I think we'll leave this with a chakra love card just so it's not so like, I just love, hold on, I just love it. Look at this. The sheer ecstasy. Like, I'm so happy for you if this is your reading because, man, people go their whole lives and want something like this, okay? This is like, what are they? This is like sweet. This is salty. This is salty because it's sweaty, right? You know what I mean? It's just, but it's all love, and it's a lot of safety, and it's a lot of communication, whether that is verbal or nonverbal. It's a lot of exploration, and it's really important. This is healing something in one or both of you. All right. What are we going to leave this on for the love chakra deck? And it says, fertility. Let your life burst forth from the seeds of creation. Also, warning with Empress here. Use protection unless you're trying to make a baby, unless that's not possible in your specific situation. But this is sacral chakra coming through. This is saying like, you let your life burst forth from the seeds of creation. You in this are healing. You're truly meant to be healing some kind of creative force inside of yourself, the relationship that you have with your body, with your thoughts around sexuality, with your, you know, your mentality, with your self-expression. This is really beautiful. We are truly all, you know, spiritual beings having a human experience.